Nobody sees, nobody knows. We are a secret, can't be exposed. That's how it is, that's how it goes. Far from the others, close to each other. In the daylight, when the sun is shining. On the late night, when the moon is blinded. In the plain sight, like stars in hiding. You and I burn on, two and together forever. We'll never change. Two and together we'll never change. Nobody sees, nobody knows. We are a secret, can't be exposed. That's how it is, that's how it goes. Far from the others, close to each other. That's when we uncover, cover. That's when we uncover. That's when we uncover. That's when we uncover. That's when we uncover. My silent is in your arms. When the world gives heavy burdens, I can bear 1,000 tons. On your shoulder, I can reach an endless sky. Feels like paradise. Put two and together forever. We'll never change. Two and together we'll never change. Nobody sees, nobody knows. We are a secret, can't be exposed. That's how it is, that's how it goes. Far from the others, close to each other. That's when we uncover, cover. That's when we uncover, cover. We could build a universe right here.
Number 9, Tabitha Love. Number 13, Lucy Sharuk. Number 19, Jennifer Lundquist. Number 20, Jana Cranston. And the libero is number 1, Jamie Limon. Head coach, Ludwig. And now, let's meet the starters for Puerto Rico. Wearing number 3, Vilmarie Mojica. Number 7, Stephanie Enright. Number 9, Auri Cruz. Number 11, Karina Ocasio. Number 16, Alexandra Oquendo. And number 18, Linda Morales. And the head coach for Puerto Rico is Mr. Juan Carlos Nunez. And the libero for Puerto Rico is number 1, Deborah Zellhammer. Format for our NORCECA Olympic qualifier match. The winner must win the best of 5 sets. Sets 1 through 4, rally score to 25. If a set number 5 is required, rally score to 15. Winner must win each set by 2 points.
What a time for a cop attack.
Papa Jack hits me right in Puerto Rico's lineup.
The what? I'll jump in the headset. I'll wing it.
You got this.
Puerto Rico will start out with service here in set number 1 with Vilmarie Mojica back to serve. Best of 5, here we go. Lucy Sharuk and Tabitha Love on the double block for point, going to Canada. 1-0. Four contacts called on the PR side for point, going to Canada. Kyla Ritchie continues service for Canada. Delivering at the outside is Jana Cranston for point, going to Canada. 3-0. Outside attack into the net for point, going to Puerto Rico. 1-3, Auri Cruz back to serve. Service into the net for point, going to Canada. 4-1. Lucy Sharuk back to serve for Canada. Outside attack sails long for point. Go to Canada. There's a team timeout on the court taken by Puerto Rico as they trail here in set number 1. 5-1 to Canada in our NORCECA Olympic qualifier matchup. Hey fans, USA Volleyball is proud to have Sports Imports as their corporate partner. From the club level to the Olympics, Sports Imports is a recognized leader in the industry for top quality volleyball net systems. As a corporate partner, all USA Volleyball Championship courts are played on the Sports Imports net systems. Sports Imports at the center of every championship. Lucy Charouk continues service for Canada, up 5-1 here in our first set. Alexandra Oquendo dropping the rock in the middle for point, going to Puerto Rico. Oquendo back to serve at 2, serving 5. Service floats long for point, going to Canada. 6 serving at 2. Tabitha Love back to serve. Service misses long for point, going to Puerto Rico. Karina Ocasio back to serve for PR. 3 looking at 6. Four contacts called on the Puerto Rico side for point, going to Canada. 7 serving at 3. Blasting it down the line at the right side is Linda Morales. Point going to Puerto Rico, 4 serving at 7. Stephanie Enright to serve for PR. Unloading at the right side is Jamie Thibault for point, going to Canada as we head into our first technical timeout with Canada up 8-4. Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention to the video board. Out of the technical timeout, Canada leads 8-4 here in set number 1. Jamie Thibault continues service for Canada. Service floats long for point, going to Puerto Rico. Linda Morales back to serve at 5, looking at 8. Karina Ocasio with a backside blaster. Point going to Puerto Rico, 6 serving 8. Service, sitting the net for a point, going to Canada. 9, serving 6, Jennifer Lundquist to serve. Auri Cruz popping a cap in the corner. Point going to Puerto Rico, and it's 7, serving 9. Villare Mojica back to serve for Puerto Rico, 7-9. Splitting the seam at the right side is Karina Ocasio for point. Going to Puerto Rico, 8, serving 9. Middle attack, Mrs. Long for point. We've got 9s across the board. Kyla Ritchie with a backside bomb for point, going to Canada. 10, serving to 9. Ritchie back to serve. Service into the net for point, going to Puerto Rico. 10, serving to 10. Auri Cruz back to serve. Stephanie Enright taking out the trash for point, going to Puerto Rico as they take the lead at 11-10. Service, Mrs. Long for point, going to Canada. Lucy Sharuk back to serve, 11, serving 11. Alexandra Oquendo with a stop and pop for point, going to PR. 12, serving 11, Oquendo back to serve. Dana Cranston and Jamie Tebow doubling down on the outside. We're tied at 12s. Back in number 22, Megan Sear for Tabitha Love. Also in Rebecca Pavin for number 19, Jennifer Lundquist. Sear back to serve. Stephanie Enright with a levitation at the left side. It's 13, serving to 12. Karina Ocasio back to serve for Puerto Rico. Ball falls on the Canada side for point. Going to PR. 14 serving to 12. We got a timeout taken by Canada as they trail here in set number 1 to Puerto Rico here in our NORCECA Olympic qualifier matchup.
I'm yelling timber, you better move, you better dance, let's make a night, you won't remember, I'll leave you run, you won't forget.
Delivering at the outside to Rebecca Paven for point. Going to Canada. Cranston back to serve. 13 looking at 14. High at the outside is Kyla Ritchie with a put away, and we're tied up at 14s. Linda Morales on the slide for point going to Puerto Rico. Substitution coming in number 13, Shirley Ferrer. For number 3, Vilmarie Mojica. Also coming in number 14, Natalia Valentin. For number 11, Karina Ocasio. And right back to serve at 15-14. Rebecca Paven bounces off the end line for point. Going to Canada. We're tied at 15s. Jamie Thibault back to serve for Canada. Paven and Sharuk on the double dismissal. Point going to Canada as they lead 16-15 as they head into our second technical timeout. Serve. Shirley Ferrer off the outside, blocking the antenna for point. We're tied at 16s. Linda Morales back to serve for PR. Rebecca Pavin going hard off the backside. Block for point Canada. 17 serving to 16 back in. Tabitha Love for number 22, Megan Sear. Pavin back to serve. Outside attack goes long for point, going to PR. Back in, Karina Ocasio for Natalia Valentin. Also back in, Vilmarie Mojica for number 13, Shirley Ferrer. Also substitution for Canada, back in, Jennifer Lundquist for number 15, Rebecca Pavin. Mojica back to serve at 17 all. Service ace dealt out by Vilmarie Mojica as Puerto Rico regains lead at 18-17. Right side attack goes long for point. Going to Canada, and we're tied at 18s. Dana Cranston with a roller down the line for point, going to Canada as they regain the lead at 19-18. Left side attack goes wide for point, going to Canada as they go up by a pair. Team timeouts taken by Puerto Rico as they now trail 20-18 here in set number 1 in a NORCECA Olympic qualifier matchup. Canada serving to Puerto Rico. Knocking it down at the right side is Audrey Cruz for point, going to Puerto Rico. Cruz back to serve, 19, looking at 20. Service ace dealt from the deck by Audrey Cruz, and we're all knotted up once again at 20 apiece. Left side attack goes long, and we've got a seesaw battle with Puerto Rico going back in the lead at 21-20. Double denial by Love and Sharuk. And we've got blackjacks across the board at 21 all. Sharuk back to serve for Canada. Alexandra Oquendo with a quickie in middle for point, going to Puerto Rico. Coming in number 15, Dele Santana for number 16, Alexandra Oquendo. Santana back to serve, 22, serving at 21. Left side attack goes just a bit wide as PR goes up by Deuce at 23-21. We've got a timeout taken by Canada as they now trail here in set number 1. Out of the team timeout, it's 23 serving at 21. Puerto Rico serving to Canada. Continuing service, number 23, Dele Santana. Dana Cranston rolls it by the block for point, going to Canada as they pull and one at 22. Looking at 23 with Tabitha Love back to serve. Substitution, Alexandra Oquendo back in for Dele Santana. Four contacts called on the Puerto Rico side for point, going to Canada. And guess what? We're tied up once again at 23s. Right side attack goes wide for point, going to Canada. And it's set point Canada, serving at 23. Tabitha Love back to serve. Blasting out of the backside is Karina Ocasio for point. We're all tied at 24s. Ocasio back to serve for PR. Ball's passed out of play for point going to Puerto Rico as the tables have turned. It's set point Puerto Rico, served at 24. Jamie T-Bolt delivers at the right side, and we're tied at 25s. Dana Cranston back to serve for Canada. Erupting at the right side is Linda Morales. Her point going to Puerto Rico, and it's set point number 2, serving at 25, with Stephanie Enright back to serve. Balls tipped by the block by Jamie T-Bolt. We're tied for the third time at 26 apiece. T-Bolt back to serve for Canada. Ari Cruz going ballistic at the outside for point going to Puerto Rico. Set point number 3, serving at 26. Linda Morales back to serve. Tabitha Love banging down the back row. We're tied once again at 27s. Jennifer Lundquist back to serve for Canada. Alexandra Oquendo on the quick attack. Point going to Puerto Rico, and it's set point at number 4, serving at 27. Vilmarie Mojica back to serve for PR. Rolling inside the block is Tabitha Love for point going to Canada. Scores tied for the 5th time at 28 apiece. Karina Ocasio and Alexandra Oquendo double down for point Puerto Rico. And it's set point number 5, serving at 28 with Ari Cruz back to serve. Ball still by the block by Tabitha Love for point. We're tied once again. Substitution for Canada, number 10 coming in. Marissa Field for number 13, Lucy Charoux. Field back to serve for Canada, 29-29. Karina Ocasio with a backside bomb for point going to Puerto Rico. Set point number 6, serving at 29. Oquendo back to serve. Ball's tipped down and in by Tabitha Love for point. Going to Canada. Scores tied again at 30s. Love back to serve. Karina Ocasio with a run and gun. And it's set point number 7, serving at 30. Ocasio back to serve. Service ace for a point and set number 1 going to Puerto Rico as they now lead our best of 5 NORCECA qualifier matchup 1-0 over Canada. Puerto Rico leads our best of five matchup of 1-0 in our best of five matchup. Canada will start off with service here in our second set with Jennifer Lundquist back to serve. Service floats long for point, going to Puerto Rico. Audrey Cruz back to serve. Cruz busted out of the back row for point, Puerto Rico. 2-0. Tabitha Love with a cross-court rocket. Point going to Canada. Kyla Ritchie steps back to serve. Ocasio and Oquendo double down at the outside. That's 3-1. Alexandra Oquendo back to serve for PR. Stephanie Enright drills it at the outside for point, going to Puerto Rico. 4-1. Right side attack goes wide for point, going to PR. Team timeouts taken by Canada as they trail here in set number 2, 5-1 to Puerto Rico. Out of the team timeout, PR leads Canada 5-1. Alexandra Oquendo continues service for Puerto Rico. Ball's knocked off the block by Carino Ocasio for point going to Puerto Rico. 6-1. Ocasio and Morales with a double stuff. Point going to Puerto Rico, and it's 7-1. Tabitha Love splits the block on the outside for point going to Canada. 2-7. Sharuk back to serve. Service. Ace for point for Sharuk in Canada. 3-7. Service center of the net for point going to Puerto Rico as they head into our first technical timeout with Puerto Rico up 8-3. Out of the technical timeout, Puerto Rico serve. Blasting at the right side is Tabitha Love for point going to Canada. Back in Megan Sear for number 9, Tabitha Love. Also back in Rebecca Paven. And for number 19, Jennifer Lundquist. Sear back to serve. Double contact called on the set for point going to Canada. 5-8. Right side attack goes long for point going to Puerto Rico. 9-5. Beyond the net violation called against Canada for point going to Puerto Rico. 10-5. Double contact called in the set for point going to Canada. 6 serving to 10. Morales and Mojica on the double stuff, 11 serving to 6. Morales back to serve for Puerto Rico. Net violation called against Canada for point going to Puerto Rico. That's 12 serving 6. With a hammer at the right side is Rebecca Pavin for point. Going to Canada. Jamie Thibault back to serve for Canada. Auri Cruz with a roll shot at the outside for point. Going to Puerto Rico. 13 serving to 7. Vilmarie Mojica back to serve. Mojica deals out an ace for point, going to PR, and it's 14, serving to 7. Beyond the net violation called against Puerto Rico for point, going to Canada. Pavin back to serve, substitution, Tabitha Love back in for Megan Sear.
When you sit at the table, I kept on singing Look at Me while he's with that other girl.
Auri Cruz drills it down the line for point, going to PR. Substitution back in, Jennifer Lundquist for Rebecca Pavin. Cruz back to serve for Puerto Rico. Alexandra Oquendo on the quick attack for point Puerto Rico as he head into our second technical timeout with Puerto Rico up 16-8 here in set number 2. 16 serving 8 out of the timeout. Audrey Cruz back to serve. Carino Ocasio going ballistic off the block for point, Puerto Rico. 17 serving to 8. Ball's rejected in the middle by Alexandra Oquendo for point, going to Puerto Rico. Team timeout taken by Canada as they still trail here in set number 2, 18-8 here in set number 2 in our NORCECA Olympic qualifier matchup. Timeout, 18 serving 8. Audrey Cruz continues service for Puerto Rico. Ocasio and Oquendo on the double dismissal for point, going to PR. Ball's knocked off the right side, blocked by Carino Ocasio for point, going to PR. Service floats long for point, going to Canada. Kyla Ritchie back to serve for Canada. Rocking it out of the right side is Tabitha Love for point, going to Canada. Ball's tipped out of play for point, going to Canada. 11 serving to 20. Dana Cranston with a rejection up top. Point going to Canada. Team timeout taken by Puerto Rico as they still lead here in set number 2, 20-12. Ritchie continues service for Canada. Service sent in the net for point going to PR. Substitution for Puerto Rico. Back in number 15, De Santana for number 16, Alexandra Oquendo. Santana back to serve. Lucy Sharuk on the quick back attack. 13 looking at 21. Sharuk back to serve. Jamie Tebow with a block in the middle for a point going to Canada. 14 looking at 21. Carino Ocasio blasting it off the block for a point going to Puerto Rico. 22 served at 14. Ocasio back to serve. Stephanie Enright off the outside block for point, go to PR, and it's 23, serving to 14. Service floats long for point, going to Canada. 15 looking at 23. Tabitha Love back to serve. Jada Cranston sneaking it by for point, going to Canada. 16 served to 23. Love back to serve. Right side attack into the net for point going to Puerto Rico, and it's set point. Puerto Rico serving at 16. We've got a substitution coming in for PR, number 13, Shirley Ferrer for number 3, Vilmarina Mojica. Also coming in number 14, Natalia Valentin for number 11, Carino Ocasio. Stephanie Enright back to serve for PR. Service in the net for point going to Canada. 17 served to set point, number 2. Stephanie Enright drops in the corner for point and set number 2 going to Puerto Rico as they now lead our best of 5 NORCECA Olympic qualifier matchup 2 sets to 0 with the national team of Canada.
Echoing
the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways. And on we'll go. On we'll go, finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest.
Dana Cranston at the high roll for point, going to Canada. Tabitha Love back to serve. Carino Ocasio with a cross-court missile. Point going to Puerto Rico. We're tied at ones. Alexandra Oquendo back to serve for PR. Ball's passed out of play for point, going to PR. Ball's tipped by the block on the right side by Jamie Tebow for point, going to Canada. Scores tied at twos. Dana Cranston back to serve. Jamie T-Ball knocks it off the backside block for point, going to Canada. 3, serving to 2. Unloading off the right side block is Karina Ocasio for point, going to Puerto Rico. Ocasio back to serve. We're tied at 3s. Service ace for Ocasio and Puerto Rico. Service into the net for point, going to Canada. Scores tied at 4s. Jamie T-Ball back to serve for Canada. Tabitha Love going ballistic out of the back row. 5, serving 4. Sharuk and Richie with a double denial. 6, serving to 4. Stephanie Enright with the end line love. 5, serving to 6, Enright back to serve. Service into the net for point, going to Canada. 7, serving to 5, Jennifer Lundquist back to serve. Outright Cruz with a rise and rip for point, going to PR. Linda Morales back to serve. 6, looking at 7. Service ace dealt from the deck of Linda Morales, and we're tied at 7s. Branch knocks it down out of the back row for point, going to Canada. As we head on our first technical timeout with Canada up 8-7 here in set number 3. technical timeout. Kyler Ritchie back to serve for Canada. Alright, Cruz with a levitation at the outside. We're tied at 8. Vilmarin Mojica back to serve for PR. Dana Krantz and Lucy Sharuk on the double stuff. 9 serving to 8. Lucy Sharuk back to serve. Ball's tipped into the net for point. Going to PR, and we're tied at 9s. Auri Cruz serving for Puerto Rico. Left side attack misses wide and long. Point going to Puerto Rico as they take the lead at 10, serving 9. Auri Cruz fires it down the pipe for point, going to Puerto Rico. 11 serving to 9. Auri Cruz taking it downtown. Point going to Puerto Rico, and they're up 12-9. Got a timeout taken by Canada as they trail here in set number 3. Service goes long for point going to Canada. Substitution, Megan Sear in for Tabitha Love and Rebecca Pavin for Jennifer Lundquist. Sear back to serve, 10 looking at 12. Double contact called on the set for point going to Canada. 11 looking at 12. Lowry Cruz scraping the paint for point going to Puerto Rico. 13 serving 11. Alexandra Okendo back to serve. Stephanie Enright inside the block for point going to Puerto Rico. 14 serving 11. Ball's tipped off the block by Jamie Thibault for point going to Canada. 12 looking at 14. Dana Cranston back to serve. Reaching high at the outside is Corina Ocasio for point going to Puerto Rico. 15 serving to 12. Ocasio back to serve. Kyla Ritchie slides it outside the block for point, going to Canada. 13 looking at 15, Thibault back to serve. Stephanie Enright with the off-speed roller for point. Going to Puerto Rico as we head into our second technical timeout with Puerto Rico up 16-13.
From the heat wave stole my emotions. I left my doubts when I was swept by the ocean, and every pulse from the tide was a finish line. A wave race we were made to ride. You and I were first in line, and we took them by surprise. I was with you all the time.
For PR. Stephanie Enright flying out of the back row for point, going to Puerto Rico. 17 serving to 13, Enright serving. Kyla Ritchie off the outside, block for point, going to Canada. Rebecca Paven back to serve, 14 looking at 17. Service floats long for point, going to Puerto Rico, 18 serving to 14. Lina Morales back to serve for Puerto Rico. Oquendo and Ferrer on the double trouble. 19 serving to 14. Substitution back in, number 9, Tabitha Love for number 22, Megan Sear. Also back in, Jennifer Lundquist for number 15, Rebecca Paven. Tabitha Love reaching and knocking down the line. 15 looking at 19. Kyla Ritchie back to serve for Canada. Ball's tipped by the block by Tabitha Love for point. Going to Canada. Got a team timeout taken by Puerto Rico as they still lead here in set number 3, 19-16 over Canada. Ball's knocked by the block for point, going to Canada as they pull it in a pair at 17-19. Service goes wide for point, going to Puerto Rico, and it's 20, serving to 17. Back in, Karina Ocasio for Natalia Valentin. Also back in, Del Marie Mojica, number 13, Shirley Ferrer. Mojica back to serve. Ocasio and Oquendo on the double stuff, and it's 21 serving to 17. Mojica continues service for Puerto Rico, 21-17. Ball's tipped off the antenna for point, going to Puerto Rico. 22 serving to 17. We got a team timeout taken by Canada as they still trail here in set number 3. (22-17) out of the team timeout. Karina Ocasio rocking it off the block for point, Puerto Rico. 23 serving to 17. Ball's knocked off the block by Karina Ocasio for point, going to Puerto Rico. 23 serve to 18. Service floats long for point, going to Canada. 18 serve to set point number 2 with Lucy Sharuk back to serve. Double stuff on the outside by Tebow and Cranston. 19 serving to set point number 3. Back row attacker violation called against Puerto Rico for point, going to Canada. Timeout taken by Puerto Rico as they still lead 24-20 over Canada. It's 20 serving to set point number 4. Lucy Sharuk back to serve for Canada. Karina Ocasio blasts it inside the block for point, set, and match as Puerto Rico defeats Canada 3-0, 32-30, 25-17, and 25-20. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear for both the national teams of Canada and Puerto Rico on our foreign display of international women's volleyball here in Lincoln and Pinnacle Bank Arena.